Let's welcome our great British voices, their opportunity to be on the show and tell us what they think about the topics we're discussing. I've got three of you. Let's start with Lee Webb. He's there in Bedfordshire. Is it time to nationalise the water, Lee?
Absolutely. I've got no choice who provides my water. It's a monopoly, and I think when you've got a monopoly, I think that is in the best hands of the state, but we need to make somebody accountable into how effectively it's run. And that's the problem with a lot of state industries, they're not run effectively. So we've got to make sure that it is run effectively, and then it makes a profit so we can actually put it back into investment.
Exactly. OK, Mark Sheridan, what do you think?
Yeah, massively. But like we've seen with the privatisation, and we see companies, you know, the gas, electricity, if we give it solely to politicians, you know, we've got to have it nationalised. The regulation needs to be tight. When we talk about sewage, we're talking about people's lives that, you know, when some of my friends that go windsurfing or kayaking at the weekend and they say to me, oh, yeah, we're going to Lake Windermere or these areas. And I say, you know, there's a sewage plant, or way back in February, there was an illegal spillage into areas where lots of people are going to go swimming. And you could end up with hepatitis A, you could end up with salmonella. These are things that you don't want to be having.
Yeah.
Yeah, diarrhea, vomiting. So it's got to be regulated. It
has to be. But should it be going back to the state ownership, or do you want it privatised? Should it?
Yeah, but
should it get nationalised? Yes or no? What do you think?
Yeah. Yes,
it should be
nationalised.
All right, let's go to you, Brian in Hull. Well, Dan Bryan, even. Dan Bryan.
I'm a bit like Danny. I agree with him. I am a red-blooded capitalist, really, at heart. However, if my government was capable of doing things like the water infrastructure, energy, the rails and the roads, and that's all they concentrated on, everything else could be left up to us. They could do it really well instead of trying to micromanage and interfere with our lives and everything. If they just concentrated on things like, say, the water supply, it could be run really efficiently, and they could use experts from the industry. They don't have to make it private. It could still be centralised and done from a central office. But yes, the regulation needs to be a lot tighter. But unfortunately, the regulators are regulating themselves, aren't they? They seem to be in the pockets of the government.
Well, in the water companies, because they're going from regulator to water company, it's a revolving door. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Lee Webb in Bedfordshire, Mark Sheridan in Chester, and also Dan Bryan in Hull. Really good to get your thoughts. Those are my great British voices. Next up, Supplement Sunday, when my panel and I discuss some of the news stories